There it is, the color, the sound, the joy, the unmistakable heartbeat of DC. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 2026 Capitol Pride Parade coverage. I'm Leslie Foster.
And I'm Lorenzo Hall, so here we are again.
Yay!
Our second year together anchoring what is always just an incredible celebration.
Okay,
Our city's so happy and joyful every time we anchor our DC Pride coverage.
Okay, let's try this.
You got it again?
Pride.
We mastered it this time.
In the 51st year of Pride, we have mastered the clacking of the fan. And of course, after last year's global spotlight, this parade returns to something deeply local, deeply powerful. It's the people of this city. It's the families who come every year. It's the organizations that serve this community all year long. And we cannot make it clearer. There are generations who fought to make this day possible. And so this day is for them too.
So many sweat and tears, right? All right, so we got to talk about the parade route right now because a lot of folks are gathering that. It's supposed to start at 3 o'clock, so clearly, you got to get everybody together.
There's a little grace period.
Three-ish. So you have 14th and T Streets. That's where it's going to begin. And you can see right here in your graphic, they're going to make their way by us at Thomas Circle. And then we're going to go back to through Franklin Square as well, and you're going to end at Freedom Plaza. So you're going to have a little bit of everybody involved here. The marching bands, the performers, community groups, the advocates, the faith leaders, families, allies who help make Pride what it is today. And you can see right there, we're taking a live look right now. The motorcycle clubs are getting ready, so that's a sign that this will all get underway momentarily, okay?
Very, very soon. And where we are sitting right here in Thomas Circle, this is really the gateway location, kind of like the halfway point in some ways. And when the parade makes it to our area zone, this, of course, is the dividing line between downtown 14th Street, Vermont Avenue, Mass Avenue, Logan Circle. And once they cross where we are, you really are stepping into DC's historically Black and LGBTQ communities and neighborhoods. So we are at a really powerful place here for the intersection of where all of this is happening.
And I was going to say, we should let people know as well that the parade, the route here is a little shorter than it was last year. Capitol Pride, the Capitol Pride Alliance made that change, one, to benefit a lot of the people involved, but also the spectators. I think at some point on a nice, while it is nice, it is also sunny. And then when you're standing out there for so long, that can be a bit daunting. So they decided to shorten the route a little bit.
Which makes sense. And we heard Topper talk and even Joe talking about making sure people hydrate today. And so if you're at home and you're getting ready to come down here, that's the one thing we should tell you to do. Don't let the not so humid temperatures fool you. When you stand out here or you sit out here for a while, you start to feel it. So make sure you've got some water or something to keep you hydrated.
Your fan going to stay cool, okay? A lot of folks are trying to find, you can see right here, they're trying to find the shade as well. We know people were out well before, they started closing down the streets to make sure they had a good spot. We know year after year, people are setting up on some of their balconies, their patios. You got people finding the good spots in some of our restaurants as well to make sure they can watch the parade comfortably if they're not with us right here on our WUSA 9 app.
Yeah, this day really is all about courage and creativity and authenticity, but ultimately it's about joy. It's about being seen. And so when you see all of the people participating this year, our colleagues who are out here, the grand marshals who we heard from, this is really living openly and honestly is what this day is all about.
Yeah, all right. And a lot of folks they've been partying all morning. We're going to have to catch up, okay?
I don't know, though. I feel like we're not going to catch up to that level of partying.
Because they've been at it for
hours,
We're
going to live vicariously through them, which is fantastic.
Yeah, let's get to our Matthew Torres. I don't even know what round he's on right now. He's been at it all day. He's going to be along the parade route for us. You are near 14th and T, Matthew. We know that you spoke with our grand marshals a little earlier. So where have you made your way to at this point?
Okay, I think that's the signal that this parade has officially started. So honestly, I don't know what you just asked me earlier, but they're off. They got the motorcycles going. and we have the Capitol Pride, I think, officially underway. We saw the Grand Marshal, one of them, Monroe Elise, looks like they're getting ready to also drive off. That is the Jeep there, the gray Jeep, there at the corner of 14th and T. So it really picked up here within the last 30 minutes, rightfully so, as this parade is now getting started. It is so energetic, electrifying, and I know it just kicked off where I'm at. It's eventually going to snake its way down to where Joe and Lorenzo and Leslie are going to be. Just to see how many people are here to the side. It's always like this every year, and that's why it's so exciting to even witness this, even if you're here for 10, 15, 30 minutes, even hours. We know some have waited here within the last 3 hours, really, just to make sure they have the opportunity to get a really good view of some of the floats that are making their way down. And probably a really good view of the Grand Marshals, one of them being Monroe Elise, who we spoke to earlier. You can see there with the green goddess outfit that she has on. She told us earlier she wanted to give that energy, and once again, here she is. I wonder if she's giving that wave that she told us she's giving. Oh, there you go. It's not the the royal wave that she showed us earlier. It's kind of the in-between. But it's just such an exciting moment to really be here right now. And then to my left, we have here David Archuleta, who we spoke to earlier, just really moments ago, also now making his way down here. As we have said earlier, he's been to DC several times now, performing here. His journey alone, being able to talk about his religious upbringing and finding himself in all of that as a member of the LGBTQ+ community has really been inspiring for a lot of people. It probably makes sense as why he is one of the Grand Marshals here today. So for those who are making their way here, 14th and T is really clogged up right now. There are many other places for you to catch it. We saw people either at restaurants or bars as a really cool opportunity. Hold on, I have to talk to this person right here. I just have to talk to you. Look at this headpiece you got on.
It's very wind resistant. I'm having a hard time keeping it on, but we'll try.
I mean, I'm so tempted to want to wear it, but I know it's totally yours. I get it. But tell me, is this just a representation of your personality? I feel like this is you all over.
Absolutely, yeah. I have friends who have helped me bring my colors out. Somebody made these for me, somebody made this for me. This is my pick, but yeah, this is me. This is the one day of the year where I can really be joyful and be myself.
And your message to other people who are probably wanting to feel the same way as you, and maybe they don't get to even have the one day as you are.
Stay in there. Resistance makes us stronger. You're all beautiful.
Look at that, one last time. Do you have a nickname? I feel like you need to have a nickname with this.
My nickname is Nikki.
Thank you, Nikki. And there you go. It's really officially started. My favorite parts are the ones with the DJs, the floats. You get to really dance along with them, and that is pretty cool. So this is our angle. They're slowly making their way down here, guys. I'm sure it's not there yet, but we'll send it back to you, Zoe and Les.
We can't wait until they get down this way.
I love Nikki with the, it's a little early. You got to make sure everything stays in place, you know?
That is a look. You got to commit to it, too.
Yeah,
It looks like it might be a little heavy, too, but Nikki is looking so good.
Wind resistant, not so much,
now, the wind is one of the things we've been talking about. Joe Spear, our meteorologist in the morning, is here with us this afternoon. And again, picture perfect day, but there are some moments when you feel the wind.
Yeah, that's right, guys. I mean, thankfully, it's not a super strong wind that we're seeing kind of at all hours, all minutes of the day. It's just kind of just enough to kind of, if you get too hot, cools you off a little bit. But I mean, weather-wise overall, we really could not have picked a more perfect forecast, a more perfect day for Pride. We've got temperatures in the mid to lower 80s as we go throughout most of today. We're still kind of getting to that point where we're still getting warmer, so most of the parade is going to be here during the peak heat of the day. But again, it's not super intense. Thankfully, we don't have a ton of humidity outside, so you're going to feel exactly like the actual temperature. Your body can do its job kind of cooling itself off, but to do that, you also got to make sure that you're hydrating. I know Leslie had mentioned that earlier. Make sure that you've got some water nearby, sunscreen, especially if you're, stuck outside in the sun. We've got a lot of people finding here at Franklin Park some big areas of shade. A lot of people also parked on the other side of the street, which also happens to be catching a lot of the shade from the buildings across the street as well. So there's a lot of strategy going on for a lot of people heading out to pick their seats here for today. But again, forecast-wise, it's great, it's perfect. We got one of the gusts coming through right now. You can kind of measure the speed based off of how crazy my hair looks going on outside. The good news is that Capitol Pride is not just today. We've also got it coming our way tomorrow. And the weather heading into Sunday is going to be a little bit warmer. So if you're heading out for the festival, that's from noon until 10 o'clock in the evening and overnight hours. It's mostly going to hit the peak of the heat again around the same time. So thinking more 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the evening. Numbers more so just shy of 90. So think more upper 80s heading out the door tomorrow. A lot of sunshine with a little bit more cloud cover out there. And then as we head later into the evening for Sunday, you're still going to be out around 9, 10 o'clock in the evening. Temperatures are going to be dipping down into the upper 70s around that point as well. So it does get a little cooler if you're heading out later into the evening. Again, we have the block party over on 17th Street today too. Temperatures for that, if you're going to be out late tonight, which I imagine a good amount of people still will be, it is going to be getting a little cooler. So again, you're starting to get a little bit of relief from some of the heat out there. But I mean, temperatures are pretty normal for this time of year. We are looking at more sunshine building in throughout most of today as well. So a ton of people are starting to stack the streets, starting to find spots and empty spots here in the park. So love to see that we're getting more excitement. Love to see that we're building more of a crowd out here. But I'll toss it back to you guys over at Thomas Circle.
Yeah, Joe, really quickly, can we see some of the people behind you? I noticed a lot of them, they are just baking in the sun, but they also have their umbrellas, so it seems like they came prepared for this sun and this weather.
Yeah, so you can definitely see, I mean, we've got stands, we've got seating set up. I mean, people wanting to get a front row seat, I don't blame them for the parade, but we've got a lot of people out here with umbrellas. I have noticed on occasion, I don't know if I can see it from this perspective, but people have been taking the bandanas that they have and also kind of using that to kind of protect themselves. You can see kind of towards the higher end of where those stadium seats are. The trees kind of help it out too. So more people kind of crowding up around there as well. But I mean, for the most part, it seems everybody's here kind of dressed for the weather, which love to see it. We don't really have anybody who looks kind of a little too overwhelmed outside, but I mean, for the most part, it looks great. Fantastic wise, everybody's just trying to squeeze into the little moments, the little areas of shade that we've got. But if you are stuck out in the sun, it seems kind of people knew that was going to be a possibility today and bringing out kind of ways to keep themselves protected, keep themselves comfortable too.